Hello, examiners, professor, doctors, and fellow students. My name is Oyame Anak. Today, I'm going to present my research proposal with the title TVET Student Engagement, Learning Experiences, and Speaking Performance Using ROBLOX. First and foremost, the idea behind this study is English speaking anxiety among TVET students and how that affected them negatively in terms of communication and learning engagement. ROBLOX will be used as treatment to help with students' speaking skills, performance, and anxiety. Moving to problem statement. Studies at TVET context using ROBLOX related to engagement and speaking skills still limited. Findings from non-TVET context cannot be generalized due to the difference in learning goals and practical orientation of TVET. Meanwhile, finding on students' verbal communication experiences using ROBLOX still insufficient because most studies focus on non-communication aspects. When it comes to performance measurement using ROBLOX, past study relied heavily on self-reported data such as questionnaire, interview, and observation. For research objective and research question, I will explain about it simultaneously, and all of these are related to TVET context. First, to examine student engagement in English speaking lesson using ROBLOX. RQ1. How does ROBLOX engage students during English speaking lesson? Second, to analyze student experiences using ROBLOX to communicate in lesson. RQ2. What are student experiences of using ROBLOX for communicating during speaking lesson? Third, to measure students' speaking performance using ROBLOX. RQ3. Is there a significant difference in student speaking performance after ROBLOX intervention? Next, significance of study. Theoretically, the study shows that game-based learning could provide learning through social interaction as mentioned by Vygotsky. And it is a form of playful learning that includes cognitive, affective, behavioral, and social cultural dimension. Practically, this study provides valuable findings to enhance learning experiences, robust data for TVET context, and promotes game-based learning. These are the themes in literature review for this study. Student engagement. Past studies largely for non-TVET context, general language skill, and non-language field. So the gap that I found, findings on one specific language skill in TVET context using ROBLOX. Meanwhile, for learning experiences, past study mostly captures student experiences using ROBLOX in non-communication aspects. The gap here is study on student verbal communication experience using ROBLOX. For performance, past study mostly relied on student perception through self-reported data. The gap here is lack of objective performance-based finding, particularly for speaking skills. So below are the summary of the research gaps that I mentioned earlier. Now, this study conceptual framework is based on Vygotsky constructivist learning theory, integrated into game-based learning. This diagram shows how ROBLOX and social-cultural learning theory by Vygotsky connected to each other. ROBLOX multiplayers and verbal communication function mirrored learning through social interaction with variety of workplace environment that reflect real world, which is suitable for TVET context. Just like other game-based learning, ROBLOX provide playful learning that includes cognitive, behavioral, and social-cultural dimension as stated by Plus and others. The zone of proximal development is the gap between independent ability and beyond capability. So during ZPD, student needs help from more knowledgeable others for scaffolding or knowledge that they do not have. More knowledgeable others in ROBLOX are teachers, peers, and game tutorials. This study will use qualitative approach. We've selected quantitative component, quasi-experimental design, data triangulation to strengthen credibility of finding. Meanwhile, instruments for this study includes pilot study, lesson observation, semi-structured, focus group interview, and pre-test as well as post-test. This table shows in detail the instrument used according to the study research objective. R1, student engagement, we use observation, checklist adapted from in-class engagement measure by Alimo Blue, field notes with audio or video recording as permitted by TVET institution, analyze using thematic analysis. RO2 learning experiences, we use face-to-face semi-structured interview with selected 30 students, analyze using thematic analysis. RO3, speaking performance, we use the same 30 students focusing on vocabulary, accuracy, grammar, and fluency. Speaking test adapted from oral testing by Hughes, and this will be analyzed using paired t-test. This study employs purposive sampling with 100 first semester TVET students from Tibet Mara Bintulu. They are all SPM levels registered in various programs. They are required to attend technical English classes and high intake ensuring large and diverse sample. For data collection procedure, I will talk on this briefly. Starting from stage 1, designing of instrument starts in March until April. Stage 2, in May, submitting ethics clearance form to UNIMAS Research Ethics Committee, requesting permission to TVET Mara Director. Stage 3, in June, pilot study with different TVET institution. Stage 4, in June as well, briefing and pretest. Stage 5 and 6, in July until September. Lesson observation for 8 weeks, 60 minutes each every session. Semi-structured focus group interview. Stage 7, in October, speaking skill, post-test, and lastly, stage 8, in October until December, data analysis. Going to ethical consideration, I will make sure to obtain approval from UNIMAS Ethics Committee before conducting study. As I mentioned earlier, requesting for permission from TVET Mara Bintulu Director, conduct briefing session with teachers and students focusing on the study, contributions, commitment on their parts, participant rights to withdraw anytime, and then distribute consent form before data collection, protect participant identity, proper citation, ensure no plagiarism from past study. This is the Gantt chart for the purpose of the study. The boxes highlights the key activities from January 2026 until August 2027. Sources that I use, and thank you for listening.